Hey guys, in this election prediction we have AOC, the New York representative in the House of Representatives, versus former President Donald Trump. Now, AOC is far left and Donald Trump is far right. And I do think right wing people in general in America do a lot better. Like, if it was a race between a far right person and a far left person, the far right person would probably edge him out just because, or edge him or her out. Mainly just because the Electoral College favors Republicans by a lot. That's kind of the biggest reason why. And we really haven't had a far left president in quite some time. We had a lot of far right presidents with Donald Trump. That's a kind of a problem for AOC. She'll definitely face some hurdles in beating Donald Trump for sure, but I think it's possible. Okay, that's all the safe states. But Delaware, I'm going to put as likely. I think she'll only win it by 8 to 9%. Same with New Jersey and same with Washington. I think these states will get competitive because I think a lot of far left people or people on the moderate side might just vote third party or something. Or we could even have a nightmare scenario where Michael Bloomberg runs. That'd be a good election prediction video. I should consider that in the future. But I think a lot of moderates will sit out. They wouldn't rather vote for Trump or AOC. But let's get right into this. The first things first, Texas. It's not even going to be competitive with AOC. I don't think she should try to win it, and I think Latinos are really wary of far-left policies. Iowa and Ohio, same thing. I just think AOC is too far left to make these states even remotely competitive. And even Nebraska's second. They like moderate candidates. But otherwise, if it's far left versus far right, the far right person will probably edge out a victory in Nebraska's second. In Florida and North Carolina, again, easy, likely victories for Donald Trump in both these states. Even Georgia would be won by Trump by 3 to 4 points against AOC just because of how far left she is. She would probably lose a lot of ground at the suburbs that Biden made up there in 2020. In Virginia, I think it'll be significantly more competitive just with AOC at the top of the ticket. Same with Colorado. It would definitely go into the lean margin for sure. Even Arizona, which I think would probably be going to Trump by a likely margin against AOC, just because of how far left she is. I think a lot of moderates might sit this one out, or even vote for Trump if they're moderate Republicans. Nevada and New Mexico, I think both these states would probably go to Trump just because AOC's far left policies wouldn't really work among more moderate Latino voters, and I think should not do that well in both these states. The next few. Wisconsin even would be a likely state for Donald Trump. Well, Pennsylvania will be barely lean. It could even go to likely, I would say. While Michigan, even Minnesota, because Ilhan Omar nearly lost her district last Tuesday. So I don't think the squad members appeal that well in Minnesota, like in a statewide basis anyway. Considering AOC is a lot more far left than Bernie, which I just think makes you unelectable. If you're further left than Bernie, it's going to be extremely hard for you to win. That's all I got to say. In these last few states here, I think she would even lose. Maine by a tilt margin, Maine second by a landslide, New Hampshire by a lean margin, but she will have a victory in Maine's first district. But that's my election prediction of AOC versus Trump. I think Trump would even have a chance at winning the popular vote in an election scenario like this. Just because AOC is really not trying to moderate herself on issues. Typically, it's very far left, even further left than Senator Sanders, which is just unelectable to most Americans, or just most swing states in general. So that's my election prediction. If it was Trump versus AOC, let me know what you think of this in the comments below.